the Light-Photon-Cyclone Technique. Our friends. Information given by the land of Unisys as the suggestions of the divine plans carry the same frequency charge, they are not variable. These places are called the land of angels. This place is the spiritual section of the divine realm. This dimension, known as the grand tent of Unisys, the congregation of MEVLANA, is also called the land of the loving ones. The knowledge book is dictated directly by the lordly section of the divine realm and is conveyed to your planet through the channel of alpha. The information frequencies here are variable in accordance with consciousnesses. Both of these totalities connected to the technological dimension constitute the hierarchical totality connected to the reality totality. The unified reality universal totality carries the entire obligation of the GZ dimension in connection with the All-Merciful. The knowledge book is a book dictated through the channel of alpha by the united totality of the Lord, and all the functions of the book have been prepared in accordance with this period of transition. In this book dictated by the Light-Photon-Cyclone Technique, the frequencies of the letters have a special supervision peculiar to themselves. This book possesses a technique which is able to converge in itself the entire energy of the time segment in which it happens to be present at that moment, no matter in which century it is read. This book, converging in itself the time energy in which it happens to be present, locks this energy in itself and thus shuts its doors against the energies of more advanced time segments. During this final transition dimension, the knowledge book gives frequencies up to the 76th dimension of Omega, which is the final dimensional frequency your planet is able to receive, and diminishes the frequencies beyond that and thus prevents the agitation of consciousnesses. There are many more functions of the characteristic of the book. However, only those that may concern you are mentioned. Some of these functions are as follows. Operations rendered by this Light-Photon-Cyclone Technique your planet does not know yet, have the power of mutating even the gene ciphers of the entire creation. By this means, messages with different interpretations are given to you, including the forms of clouds. In later centuries, when the energy of time the book has converged in itself unites with the consciousness of advanced times, the same lines of the book will convey to you very different information. Letters will not change, sentences will not change, but the book will convey to you the information needed by the time segment in question, through the frequency projection foci of the same lines. This is the reason why it is said everyone receives information in proportion with the consciousness he/she has attained. This is why the knowledge book is, at the moment, a guide book. It will be the enlightenment book of the morrows. And it will be a fundamental book in even later centuries. This knowledge book, which is a key for the consciousnesses charged with mission, will be transferred to the direct order of Allah by the reality after rendering a service of 10 centuries for your planet, and thus will offer its different functions for service. The knowledge book has various different names in accordance with various realities. Its name in the MEVLANA unified field is the Book of the Human Being or the Golden Fleece. Its name in the reality of the unified humanity is the knowledge book, the Book of Cosmic Light. Its name in the ordinance of the cosmoses is the Universal Constitution. Its name in the spiritual dimension is the selective and the final Book of the Resurrection. Its name in the establishment system of the Golden Age is the Golden Book of the Golden Age. Its name in the planet Earth is the Book of Morrows, the Knowledge Book, the Guide Book, the Book of Truth. It is presented for your information. Centered